Yo, what's going on, guys? A King here, man. Also known as a Blazing King, and comes back to another video. As you can see from the screen and the title, we are going to be ranking each and every Call of Duty that has been made. And listen, man, this is going to be my list, all right? It's going to be based off of zombies, multiplayer, and campaign. And I pretty much played every play style. I played as a sniper, I played as a red gunner, I played S&D, I played FFA, I trick shotted. And so this could be my opinion on each COD. And again, it's my opinion. Your list may be different than mine, but you also may have not had as much fun as me on these games, considering what you were doing. So first and most foremost, man, thank you guys so much for the love and support on the last two videos I have posted. Since I've returned to YouTube, it means the world to me. And without further ado, let's get into this freaking tier list, man. So starting off, we have got a bunch of games that I have never played. And so right off the bat, I'm just gonna put them all in the never played category. Starting off with Call of Duty, Call of Duty 2, 3. I've never played. This is for the PS Vita. Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified, I think is what it's called. I never played that game. I've also never played Call of Duty, whatever this is. Also, Offense. Like all these old Call of Duties I never played, okay? Reflex was like what, like the Wii. Mobilize, I never played that as well. Heroes, I never played. Strike Team was for what? The PS, was it for the mobile or PS? No, it's probably mobile. I think it may have been mobile. I never played it though. And I think that's pretty much it. I think each and every one of these games that I have on here, I have at least played once. Oh, I have not played Call of Duty Chinese Online, which I wish I had. I wish I had. So here's the list so far. Here is the list of every Call of Duty that I have pretty much played. And keep in mind, I've played these games a good amount of times. Maybe not this game. This game, I don't know what the hell that is. But I have played these games a good amount of times. And like I said, I had a different experience. And each of these games, bad experience, good experience. Again, this is my experience and what I thought of the game. Starting off with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, man. Oh man, this game, dude. Like, I just remember this is the game that pretty much started it off for Call of Duty. I would say that Juggernaut and the three nades or three special, what's it, the flash grenades or whatever. Like those nades were just annoying to go up against. So you had Jug, you had the spam of the nades or attack nades, right? And just, oh man, but like, dude, it's so iconic though, man. But if this is going off of my experience, oh, I don't know. This could be controversial, man. I'm gonna put it in great. Just because this is pretty much what started Call of Duty and everything, and that's where Call of Duty really started getting a name for itself. That's what Call of Duty 4. So I think Call of Duty 4 is going to a great category. Okay. Starting off with the next game, Call of Duty World at War. Boy, oh boy. Now, this is going to have to be off the campaign and multiplayer. Because as you guys can see, we have Call of Duty World at War Zombies here. So, if I'm judging off a campaign and multiplayer, dude, the campaign was freaking amazing. I feel like it's one of the best, like one of the like World War games that had the best campaign. Dude, the amount of gore and like decapitation you can do in this game is insane. The MP40, Juggernaut, and what was it, Mighty Dom, dude, was insane. I remember talking to a buddy, man. Shout out AK, dude. Dude, the fat dude. I legit, that must have been so annoying to go through. I never had to go through that, but like me as a sniper going up against Jug players with an MP40, That literally, literally, they will literally shoot you once or twice and you're dead. That is crazy, dude. The Arasaka, the Springfield, PTRS, bro. I had some of the most fun sniping. I had probably the most fun red gunning. At the time, though, I mean, I wasn't the best, playing these games, but like, and not to mention, right, like, I played World at War past its prime, like, very past its prime, but I can still find lobbies on it. But I think just off of multiplayer and campaign, I'm gonna have to say World at War is just good. Oh, I say good or mid. I'm gonna say good, dude. I think I'm put good at good. Now, if this was probably mid, I might say mid. I would put it mid. Now, if it was zombies, I think I put it at good. But like, I don't know. Like, some of these games I might move like after I'm done finishing the list, but I think for now, I think mid and Call of Duty Phobia are great. Next up, dude. And okay, this one, a lot of people. Okay, dude, a lot of people might grab the pitch and forks and torches and everything, but Modern Warfare 2, man, the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, 2009. All right, this is another game that I have played a year late because I started off on Black Ops 1. But later on, I will go back and play all these other games. And I'm not gonna lie, this game, fantastic. It's a great game. I mean, it's a fantastic game. But I think, dude, like the amount of times and the amount of fun times I had on this game, whether it was right gunning, going for the nukes, going for sniper clips on FFA, trick shotting on FFA, or grab a 6-man and go trick shot on S&D. But this is a game where like it really started getting a lot of attention. Again, it's all thanks to COD 4, right? COD 4 is what really brought Call of Duty on the map. But Modern Warfare 2 is that game that if you were to tell people what is the best game, it's either gonna be Modern Warfare 2 or a different game. But for me, I think this game is fantastic. Like in a campaign, dude, the campaign, chef's kiss, man. The campaign is chef's kiss, and I forgot what I was gonna say. The campaign is chef's kiss. Also, dude, the fact that this game, oh my, dude, the voice lines and the way they will say the lines. I mean, if you want to, but like you can't beat, dude. This game was so iconic, man, in many different ways. But to me, I think Modern Warfare 2 is just a fantastic game. It's not the greatest game of all time, but it's close, man. And how could I forget? Before we move on, how could I forget the Spec Ops, man? The Spec Ops was cool and whatnot. I will usually try to do a challenge where I will go ahead and try to 3-star every Spec Ops mission. And I remember me being stuck on the stupid hunting one. Is it a hunting one? Where like you have to be very sneaky in a snowy forest. I hate it. I hate being sneaky. Like the only things I hate, unless it's like scary games, horror games, I hate sneaking around. I hate that with a passion. But yeah, what more is to say, guys? Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 also it introduced the nuke. The first time we were able to call it a nuke, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And I guess I should probably just name Call of Duty World at War Zombies. Like I said, Call of Duty, if these two were budgeted to one, then it'll be good. But since this is just a multiplayer, then you had to go mid. and zombies mid because I mean it's the first ever zombies game that they ever did. But I would say though, with Call of Duty World at War, this could be all over the place, but what I would say is Call of Duty World at War campaign, after you finish it and you go right straight into zombies as a surprise, it's insane. Alright, that's enough. Now, for the game that started it all for me, alright? Here's the game that started it all for me and my passion for Call of Duty. That didn't last long, by the way. But the passion for Call of Duty and what really started it all, Call of Duty Black Ops 1. I'm gonna put it right here for now. Oh boy, what do I say about this game, man? I was Christmas noob, man. I was a Christmas noob. I'm not even gonna try to hide it. I was a Christmas noob. My dad got us a PlayStation 3 for me and my two siblings. And man, Black Ops 1 was like, dude, the campaign, the multiplayer, and we'll rank Call of Duty Zombies too as well. We do it both, but for now, it is only one. I'm gonna just do multiplayer and campaign. Dude, the multiplayer. I know this game had its problems. Okay, this game had its problems where, what is it called? Oh man, what is it? Well, like your bullet's not connecting. There's a certain word for it, man. But that I feel like that, to me, that's pretty much the only thing that was wrong with this game. But like, dude, the map was good. The guns were really good as well. Apart from the snipers, oh my pre-patch snipers when you aim in, and you was that. The sway of the sniper will be all over the place, dude. That was such a nightmare. Like, gladly they patched it. They didn't patch it, but they nerfed it. The sway of the sniper, so it's more usable. That was that. And then we had, dude, boom, the wager matches, man. Wager matches? Are you kidding me, dude? Bro, wager matches were insane. Like, and I remember, man. So this game had a point system or like a currency system, right? Where as you play matches, you can earn like currency that you can spend in the in-game shop for new weapons, unlocking like perks and everything. And when you got to a certain rank, Prestige 14 to be exact, Prestige 14 and 15. You were able to go ahead and grind out the currency, and I believe it was 50,000 card points. And when you acquired 50,000 card points, you were able to go into a creator class, and you were able to purchase a gold camo. And to this day, Black Ops 1, in my opinion, still holds the best gold camo in every Call of Duty game. From the shininess, the way the gold looks on every weapon. Hey, the gold camo is just insane, bro. Insane. And also, the wager matches, like I said, you could play sharpshooter, gun game. What was that? Oh man, there's another game in there. Sticks and Stones, yeah. Bro, and just an announcer out of the money. Dude, come on, like, dude, I remember everyone will flip the table or whatnot whenever you think you're about to win. Especially when you're wagering those, like, what, 10,000 card points? Dude, you are wagering 10,000 of your currency that you have worked so hard to go ahead and gamble it against other players. And just for you to lose at the very last second, brother, that thing used to have me so heated. But yeah, just off of Call of Duty Black Ops multiplayer and campaign, I gotta put it at fantastic. Well, I'll put it at great. Now, if we add Call of Duty Zombies to it, so you know what? Let's rank it like that. Let's rank it, right? Let's just rank it like that. Call of Duty with zombies, not do Call of Duty Zombies, man. Yeah, iconic. Hey, best Call of Duty zombie map of all time. We have Hiro the Totem. We have 5 where you were able to play as the president. Dude, you were playing as President John F. Kennedy? Are you kidding me? You also had Castro, Dick, and you had I always forget the other guy with the glasses. I forget what his name is. But if you guys know it, let me know in the comment section. But then you had that, bro, and then you had what was it? It was Kino 5. Shangri-La. Oh my god, Shangri-La to this day is probably one of the most beautiful summon maps to be released on any Call of Duty game for zombies. And then after that, it was first Ascension, right? It was Ascension, which was the first map to ever introduce an Easter egg. You had Ascension with the Easter egg. And then it was, I believe, Shangri-La. You guys can correct me. But we had Ascension, Shangri-La. We then had Call of the Dead. And bro, Call of the Dead, yo, RIP my man George Romero, man. George Romero, man, put some respect on his name. We had George Romero where you play as actors. Alright? And then we had Moon. And bro, playing Moon and doing that Easter egg, I remember back in the day that was so controversial. Bro, after we completed the Easter egg on Moon, you would shoot 3 rockets on Earth, dude. And I remember that being a controversial thing for a while. Bro, Call of Duty, man, Black Ops 1. Like I said, I'm gonna rank them with both of the games now. Fantastic, man. Fantastic. Like I said, Call of Duty Black Ops 1, for me, the only issue that I really had on it was just the, like I said, I can't remember the word, but like the connection where like you shoot at somebody, something the bullet wouldn't register. To me, that's pretty much it. Not to mention, I made a couple friends on Black Ops 1. Nowadays, you can't really do that. You can't do that no more. But yeah, in my opinion, Black Ops 1 is fantastic. Okay. What do we have here? Call of Duty Black Ops 1. I guess the games are all in a category. I think they're all like in order. So next one is Modern Warfare 3. Which one is this one? Actually, which one is that one? There's 3 of them. Defiant. Listen, I'm not sure what Defiance is, but so I'm just gonna put Defiance. Like I said, I'm not sure what it is. This must be like some type of game. I don't know. But Modern Warfare 3. Okay. I know. Okay, I know. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is pretty much just a downgrade of Modern Warfare 2, right? They're balancing pretty much everything out and all that stuff. But to me, man, Modern Warfare 3 gotta be fantastic, bro. Like, and also this is not gonna be in any order. So if I have Modern Warfare 3 up here, I'm not saying that Modern Warfare 3 is better than Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1. It's just in the fantastic category. Just said that in the beginning. But Modern Warfare 3, man, the campaign, bro, Modern Warfare 2 no Russian. Anyway, Modern Warfare 3, another great campaign, great multiplayer. And this is pretty much where I was actually pretty decent at Call of Duty, I would say. Like, I think this is when, like, I went from starting to have, like, 1+ KD or 2+ KDs. Depending on what I was doing, I would make different accounts for each thing I was doing, but the campaign was so good, man. RP Stoke, by the way. RP Stoke, that was pretty, that broke. That broke me. Oh my god, I'm going through all these games, dude. I'm starting to remember bits and bits, dude. I'm talking about Soap, but Modern Warfare 2 had the biggest betrayal with ghosts, or Shepard with killing ghosts. Oh my god. Anyway, I gotta go, man. I gotta keep going, dude. Modern Warfare 3, yo, that mission with the bus where the little girl was going for a teddy bear or something like that, and the bus blew up. Bro, that was crazy. And so many other things where we killed Makarov in the end. Modern Modern 3, you were able to grind camels as your weapon leveled up, and you can unlock gold, and the gold looks pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's the best. Like I said, Black Ops 1 is still the best game to have gold. But bro, this is what like they start adding a bunch of streets in that you can either go support, assault, oh, and specialist, right? I think that's what it was. Dude, when people would run support and they called in that fucking EMP, dude, that was probably the most annoying thing. Because I know that most people would not have been able to get that. But they were playing on the lethal or whatever that thing was called, where when you die, your switches just, you know, they reset. But the one thing I can really think about Modern 3, especially with what I was doing the most, was dropship, right? I think was it dropship? Oh my god, dude, my memory is so bad. I'm gonna call it dropship or something like that. I don't know. It's when a bunch of care packages will fall down in a certain area, and mainly everyone will go to them. And the amount of clips you can get is crazy as a sniper. You get L11, reload canceling. We had the MSR going for multis, bro. Oh my god, dude. Not to mention specialist, dude. Specialist, dude. Dude, that hearing that word specialist and then having every freaking perk in the game was so OP, and it was just so crazy, dude. I remember, I think it's an Xbox bug where you put extended mags on the striker. I believe it had like extra range on it or something like that. I remember a bunch of bugs in there, dude. I remember like so much stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, dude. Modern 3 is when I started watching Jeff. So shout out to Jeff. That man's the GOAT. And also, I guess the survival is meh. Oh, you know, I think it was called Spec Ops. It was called Survival. I can't remember. When you would survive waves, that was pretty cool, I guess. But I mainly only did it because you can rank up in there. But yeah, I think Modern 3 is when I sniped the most. A lot of sniping on that game. Like Black Ops 1, I would right gun and snipe, but I think I'm mainly right gun. Trying to get good at it, and I would snipe on the side. But Modern 3 is when I pretty much sniped almost the whole entire year. Well, also sometimes just feeling like I want to pick up a right gun, like an MP7 or something, or ACR, and go to town. But Modern 3, fantastic or great? Oh my god, I think. It's gonna be controversial, man. I think I'm put great. Just because it's a downgrade of Modern 2. Now, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Trash. Like, greatest of all time. That's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is the best Call of Duty game of all time. Dude. Oh, what can I say about Black Ops 2 that most of you people don't already know about it? The campaign, the multiplayer, to the zombies, the weapons, dude, the maps. Oh man, back when the map was so freaking good. Like during this era, dude, this is when the maps were just great. Oh my god, the maps, the kill streak, dude. I felt like, dude, the prestige system and all that. I mean, every game had a prestige system during this point, but the prestige system, all that, dude. Let's just start with the campaign, right? Let's start with the campaign. The fact that you can play this game, and depending on the choices that you made on the game, would depict. I think that's what depict how the outcome of the story is gonna go. Was crazy during a time like this, dude. Dude, I didn't the first game to ever do that, and I forgot what the choices were. That if you did this one thing, this certain thing would happen and whatnot. But the fact that you can just make your own story depict by the choice that you make is crazy. We then have, excuse me, we didn't have the multiplayer, bro. What? Like I said, the multiplayer. What is it to say, bro? This is the game where I trick shot a lot and like I right gun a lot as well. But mostly trick shot it, bro. The sniping, dude. The pre-patch DSR, rest in peace, man. The fire rate, the 80, dude. That DSR was so OP, and I think this is the one of the only games, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, one of the only games where a weapon that got nerfed hard caused a lot of death threats and just a lot of threats in general to a developer. If you know, you know. I mean, I pretty much already talked about it, but if you know, you know. So do we have that? Free for all, trick shotting, S&D. I remember, dude, one of the iconic YouTubers, man, Apex, Road to a Kill Cam. Brother, that shit was gas. We also have, dude, the Prestige icons. Oh my god, Prestige icons was sick during that year as well. That's it, the map. I think I already talked about the map. Let's talk about the kill streaks, man. Dude. Dude, the Lodestar, Orbital VSAT, Swarm, K9 unit, all those dude were, dude, I miss that part of Call of Duty, bro. Where the kill streaks actually did something. And we're gonna talk about the one of the Call of Duty game that was the last game to have good score streaks or kill streaks, man. But Call of Duty Black Ops 2, man, like I really don't understand anything, man. Yeah, anyone that does a tier list or knows about Call of Duty will know that it's either Call of Duty Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare 2. Like these games are switched around. Some people think Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is the best game. Some people think Modern Warfare 2 is the best game. But for me, man, Black Ops 2 is the best game for me, man. And like I said, I'm probably missing out on so many different things that I could say. But like, just dude, off of everything, to me, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is the greatest game of all time. Now, bad. Now listen. I know most of you people will have this in trash, but someone like me, I loved running around with the honey badger, right? It's still a bad game, but the honey badger, what's that gun called? MSBS. I remember this probably like, oh my god, I forgot about BO2. The league play, rank play. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Masters, by the way. But yeah, Call of Duty goes. It's the first time where I just tried like doing like prior match and like we'll go crazy and like try like sweat it out with like a group of friends, some other people. This is that. The thing that makes this game so bad, man. Oh, dude, is the GTK. The GTK on Call of Duty Ghosts is probably still the only game to have the fastest GTK. I know that most people think that Call of Duty nowadays has fast GTKs or Modern Warfare 2019 has a fast GTK. I'm telling you, you people have not experienced Call of Duty Ghosts. You could literally get two shot with pretty much every weapon. At least it felt like a two shot. You would literally die in two bullets every freaking. It was so annoying. The amount of campers that will be in this game. The one thing that didn't make sense is a UAV. Why do I have to put my freaking little SATCOM on the ground? It just didn't make sense. And also, you had to have 3 of them. Bro, you had to have 3 SATCOMs in order for it to be working like a UAV. Like, you mean to tell me that I have to rely on my teammates to get a 3 kill streak? Or die, get a kill. I'm pretty sure the game had a support thing as well. Have to die and get 3 kills still to get a SATCOM in order for me to have a UAV, or I have to die, get my SATCOM 3 times just for me to have a UAV. Also, the whole loadout thing, which again, oh my god, Pig 10 system, hello. The loadout was so, I don't know, like you could pick You could pick your class, but then, dude, the perk system and all that. I don't know. That it was just a mess back then. I don't know, but I would say Extinction, man, was something like it was pretty cool. You know, instead of having zombies, we had aliens. It was just pretty cool. Not the best, but I did enjoy playing Point of Contact, which is the first map. And then we had what's it called? The map with the Kraken. I can't remember the name, bro. I can't remember the name. But yeah, Call of Duty Ghosts. Most people put it in trash, but just off of the memories that I had on this game. Also, this is when I found the Market J. Hey, if you know, you know, man. Come back, please, man. So for me, this game was bad, but it wasn't trash. Would it be considered guilty pleasure? I don't think so, right? I don't know, I'm leaving it bad, but I think most people would think guilty pleasure. I'm leaving it bad though. Now, yo, I think this game might be the first game that's gonna be really controversial, bro. Oh, you should. Oh man. Now the question is, where should I place it though? Would this be considered guilty pleasure? Uh, if I'm reading it like it should be, guilty pleasure, bro. Now, hear me out. Hear me out before y'all grab your pitchforks and torches and C4s, okay? Hear me out. This is the first game we had after the whole community was complaining that the Call of Duty is the same game every year. Also, not to mention, dude, the fact that we went from Black Ops 2, the greatest game of all time, to COD Gold is insane. But the fact that we had the same game every year and they switch it up on it and like, okay, y'all want something different, huh? Let's take it to the future, baby. And they come out with this, dude. At first, dude. Oh man, everyone was not feeling it. And there's people to this day that don't like it. But I'm gonna tell you what, I enjoyed it. Now, like I said, this is my take and what I was doing at the time. Okay. So, Advanced Warfare, the campaign, I have to respect. The campaign is whatever, honestly. But the main thing for this is the multiplayer. The main thing that I get out of all of this is the multiplayer, because the fact that we had to pay to play zombies, and for that shit to be fucking ass. This is why most people probably this shit in trash, right? But off of the experience that I had growing up and playing this, I play this game a shit ton. Okay, and when I mean a shit ton, I mean I will come home from school, hop on, and play all night until like 1 or 2 a.m. Go to sleep, wake up, get ready for school, and the same cycle. And with that, obviously, with me playing so much, I'll get supply drops. And with supply drops, because I had so many of them, or that had so much playtime, I pretty much had all the OP variants in the game. I had all the OP variants in the game. I'm talking about the Speakeasy, the Obsidian Steed, the Inferno, the HBAR Insanity, there's a Reaper's weapon, I think the Hole Puncher or something like that. I think it's called the ARX. I had the variants, dude. Which means I was OP as fuck due to the stat changing weapons. And to me, I think the thing that makes this game trash is the jetpacks for most people. But to me, I enjoy it because I can counter any camper. I can be moving dashing forward. I can dash back. I can dash sideways and jump up. And then stump on their head. So I can counter. But most people hate the jetpack system. This is the game. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is the first game to to for the HP meter to be like high, like this is what the HP really jumped up, and you can really tell that those lobbies were. If you were a sweat, you were going up against other sweats. And the side changing weapon. If you didn't have the best guns and the best variants in the game, and you had base weapons, and you were not gonna win a fight against an Obsidian Steed, HBR Insanity with a regular bow, unless that player was garbage. But half the time, if the other player had a better weapon variant than you, you're pretty much done for. Not alright. So we have that. We had. I think this is the first game where you were able to customize the score streaks or kill streaks, and I remember rocking that the little floating robot, AI control rockets. We had the UAV with the reset stuff, and then the warboard AI control. We had that, and dude, the one thing I hate, dude, the system hack. Oh my god, the system hack, dude. The system hack and the maps without jetpacks, right? That's another complaint. The system hack, it'll take your ability to use your jetpack, and I find it stupid that it would do that, because then at that point you couldn't even play the map, because the map was intended for exosuits. But like I said, to me, it, even though I like this game, it was mostly because of the rank play, right? And that's really what made this game a guilty pleasure for me. The rank play. So, like I said, I would stay up to 2 a.m., right? Playing this game. And it was mostly because I would have a friend from school. Me and him will hop on and play rank play all day. And I'm talking about all day. Like, bro, I played it, and dude, at that point, I feel like I was going crazy, dude. I would dash it forward, left, right, up. I feel like, hey, I feel like I could have gone pro in this game. I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like I could have gone pro in AW. And I remember, like, bro, I remember this the second game. Like, I made two masters in BO2, right? But this game, I just remember playing the heck out of the game, and I made it to the master division or rank, whatever, right? But like I like after I reached masters in BO2, I stopped playing it. I made it a goal for the last time I played BO2. I wanted to make the masters and I quit. This game, I'll make the masters, and I just kept playing and playing and playing. And I felt like, dude, if I played against any pro team, and that's thought, like, I felt like I could be a potential pickup. I ain't gonna hold you. I could be a potential pickup. But obviously I wasn't, and here I am. But Advanced Warfare, to me, off of me having every weapon variant, me like actually knowing how the exosuits work, how you can counter the campers, and the rank play, I enjoy this game. It's better than for me. It's better than COD Ghost. Now it would be better than most of y'all picks from Call of Duty World at War, Zombies, COD for multiplayer, and Modern Warfare 3. No, but it was just a game that I enjoyed playing. That I know that if I ever came up to like, what's your biggest hot take? Those pitchforks and everything are gonna be ready to get. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Now. Oh man, boy, another great game, another really good game. Now, hey, this game, okay. Let's place it down here for a little. Let's place it here for now. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. You probably didn't hear that, but I just clapped my hand. But Black Ops 3, dude. This game, apart from the campaign, now I've heard from some people that the campaign was good. If you understand it, brother, I don't understand that shit. I'm not even gonna. The campaign, let's just throw it out the window, okay? Hey, go boom. the multiplayer for this game, bro. The jetpack. I feel like this game they did the jetpack way better than Advanced Warfare. The supply system, I would say it was worse. Not worse, but it was just as bad as Advanced Warfare. Because for like, in order for you to have a DLC weapon, you had to get it off the supply crate, and there was no way for you to get it. So that's probably one thing that really brings down this game. Like, I think, to me, I think that's the only thing that brings down Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for me. It's the loot system and the campaign. I can't really think of anything else that can make this game bad. The score streaks were really good. You had what? You had the reset. You had the oh man, what's it called? You had the rap. You had the rave. You had the specialist. I know that this game was probably the first game to introduce specialists into a game. But yo, if you know about that side. Before it got nerfed, bro, running around with that scythe with 600 bullets and shredding enemies with like 4 shots from it, or five or 4 shots, and then having afterclock, overclock. I think it was overclock. Having overclock and earn that thing back. Also, this is the first game. Was it the first game? I think it might have been the first game. Correct me if I'm wrong on this. The first game to have a free-for-all challenge called the Nuked Out, where you had to go on free-for-all. You had to win the free-for-all 30 kills without dying, and all gun kills, and you get a calling card. I remember so many people, especially K3, he would go ahead and he would hop on people's accounts, and he had to get 4 nuked outs in an hour or something like that. Or they reset the people's account, level 1000 account. That was cool. Dude, I would say though, the Kuda being nerfed was so unnecessary. I really don't know why they had to nerf the Kuda. Like, the Kuda was still pretty good, but I feel like you had to put rapid fire on that in order for it to be good. Y'all remember the Vesper, bro? The Vesper, no recoil at all. The Razorback in the beta. Oh, and also not to mention Rejack in the beta as well, where like if you quote unquote died, right, you had the chance to revive yourself with a Rejack specialist, and you were able to count that to your nuke streak. Michael J was still around during that time, man. Was that his last game, man? The last game he was on, BO3? I don't remember. I think it was. BO3, dude. And not to mention the zombies. Okay. Now, hear me out. The zombies was so good. It came out with 2 maps. It came out with Shadows of Evil and the Giant, which is their Reach, right? Now, most people hated the Shadows of Evil was hard, but that's where they came out with the Giant. That's why the Giant was there. For people who weren't really couldn't survive on Shadows of Evil, so they'll go play the Giant. So you had 2 options: play Shadows of Evil or the Giant. And then we had what? Detsubou no Shima. I remember on release, that was the most hated Call of Duty map, zombie map for a while. People didn't really like it. It grew on people over the years. But Detsubou no Shima was really good. What came after that? I'm trying to remember, man. Detsubou no Shima. No, it was. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. It was the Ice Drag. The Ice Drag was the first map to come out with DLC for BO3. And man, I tell you, bro, that map, to this day, most people would choose. There's still a debate on whether Origin was better or Dragon Drag. Oh, which then reminds me, BO2, Black Ops 2 Origin, bro, Chef's Kiss. But Dragon Drag staff, man, were insane. And then we had that's a Dragon Drag staff. I'm in both. No J. We never got that fireball tutorial. Hey, no J, I'm coming for you. We never got that fireball tutorial, man. I'm coming for your ass. After that, then it was Tactical Ownership, and then we had Garage Kurobi, which is, bro, I remember when Garage Kurobi dropped. Bro, I remember, dude, we were watching that. We saw Dragon, we saw all this, and then we got the PPSH. PPSH, dude, the Beauty Garage Kurobi is the only trailer to have been made with a bunch of YouTubers reaction to a weapon spinning in a box. I'm not sure if y'all remember that, but Beauty was the when that trailer dropped for Garage Kurobi, that I remember that being one of the most high view videos of literally just a weapon spinning in a box and having streamers that's content creators reaction to a weapon spinning in a box. That was just crazy timing. And then we had oh dude, it sucks, man. It sucks, dude. Because after all that, we had Revelation. And I mean like it's an okay map. We had the match. We had the Politic Servant, which we can actually upgrade. You know, but oh my god, dude, to go through all that, and for us to thinking we were gonna get the Great War at the end of the game, man. Oh, dude, my heart. Oh, yo, good game. And then, oh buddy, Zombie Chronicles 2 dropped, or was announced, and the fact that it got announced, well, Jason Blundell, the legend himself, was in JC's apartment doing a stream. I believe they were streaming together or something. Or it might have been a bit, I can't remember. But I remember Jason Blundell pulling up on JC in his apartment, and he dropped a bomb with Zombie Chronicles 2. Bro, we had, oh my god, dude, it was so good, dude. Zombie Chronicles 2, OBO1 maps, and then we had Origins, dude, all that stuff, dude. Oh my god, bro. I remember, dude, the hype when that dropped was out of this world, bro. The hype around it was out of this world. Dude. BO3, man, what can I say? And then not to mention the custom zombie maps if on PC. So this is what it's gonna be, you know. Now, BO3 with custom zombies. Fuck, I don't even give a fuck. Custom zombies are not fantastic. This is my list. Fuck y'all. This is my list. BO3 is a fantastic game to me. BO3 custom or not, I don't care. Boom. Beautiful. And then I guess it could be the same thing for what Call of Duty what I wore. With customs, good. Without it, but hey, to me, A tier, baby. Now another game that's gonna be controversial, baby. There's another game aside from next to AW that's a controversial take. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, okay? Placeholder. Every game that I pull out is gonna be a placeholder in mid, just so y'all know. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Another game, dude. Oh man. I remember when this trailer dropped. The dislike to like ratio was out of this world. I still think, I'm not sure because I can't see dislikes anymore unless I download a certain thing. But I think to this day, this is still one of the most top hated videos on all of YouTube. Not just Call of Duty hated trailers, but one of the biggest hated videos on YouTube. Most hated videos on YouTube. This video had over, I forgot how many dislikes, but it was absurd the amount of hate this got. And it sucks because I think at this point in time, this is when people will just start getting sick and tired of the whole jetpack era. And not many people gave this game a chance. And now, this is where y'all gonna get your pitchforks and torches. Guilty pleasure. Now, I'm not sure what guilty pleasure means in like S, A, B, C, D, E, F, I don't know. But I'm gonna put like, I enjoy this game. Bro, this game was so good. From the campaign, the multiplayer, the zombies. Dude, let's just start off with the campaign. The campaign was so good. Hey, if you know, you know. RP Double Ethan. Man, I remember feeling some type of way, which I haven't felt in so many years with Call of Duty campaign. We had the multiplayer. IW was a game that I felt like had the loot system. Like they did it good, where you didn't have to get the weapon out of the loot box to use it. Like you can have variants, sure, but you didn't have to like forcefully like get out of the loot box to use it. Let's see. We had the weapons. I think one thing that I really hated about this was the weapons variant where if you didn't have a certain variant on, you couldn't get a nuke. I think that was stupid. I think they changed. I think you could get a weapon when you reach a certain prestige, but at that point, like most people stopped playing the game unless you were leaderboard grinding. You had what else did you have? Man, the maps weren't that bad. They were decent. They weren't the best, but they were decent. This game, bro, with the Jaeger. Oh, not Jaeger, the Proteus. I think it was the Jaeger variant. I'm not sure what it was, but the Proteus, man. I think after an hour or so, they nerfed that gun because you can shoot people through walls. The system was pretty good. I still think that Build 3 system is better, but a lot of people really enjoyed that IW system. The specials were just nerfed down. The specials were just a nerf from what Build 3 was. The zombies. Well, actually, before we go to the zombies, man, dude, the score streaks on this game, when you were able to add rarities to it, I think that was all right. It would suck when it would get caught on you, and then you'll be like what EMP or whatever with this one count UAV. You had I forgot what the rat pack one. I think it just made it last longer, and then the overseer advanced UAV, but which was what like an actual over the reset. So the fact that you had to wait for an advanced UAV to come out with a variant for it to be an over the reset was But I think this game was really good and very underrated. Now, the zombies, man, to this day, it's probably one of the best zombie Easter eggs and super Easter eggs it has. Apart, to be honest, apart from Attack on the Radioactive, and then the glitches that were happening with Silent Shuffle, where some things will be bugged. Zombies, man, zombies in space. Like I think that game had its own, like it had its own identity to them, though. Like zombies in space, and you were in a what would you call it, an amusement park or something like that? But yeah, I think an amusement park, which would be in the 1800s, the 80s, right? Not 1800s, but the 80s. I said, bro, what am I saying? 80s, and each character would be like they'll have their own style to that point in the era or in the map. You also had, like I said, one of the best, actually to this day, I haven't seen another Call of Duty that's had a Easter egg as hard and as amazing as the Mephistopheles fight. To this day, that is still the hardest and best Easter egg to this day. You mean apart from like doing Beats and Beyond and and Attack on the Radioactive thing, when you got through all of that and you fought what was it, Jimmy Zelinsky, I think? Was it, no, not Jimmy Zelinsky. Oh my god, what was his name? I don't think it was Jimmy Zelinsky. Oh my god. Something Ross. When you Lee Ross? I think it was Lee Ross. When I fight Lee, I think that was Lee Ross. I'm not sure. but you fought pretty much ham there, right? And then you, after doing all that, you got the best super Easter egg rewards ever. You can play as Willard Weiler, which by the way, RIP. You can play as Ham. Oh, not to mention, and whenever you beat a map Easter egg, you will put in a special code in the main menu for the map that you chose, and you can play as a special character from there, or an actor from there. So for like Zombies in Spaceland, right? You play as David Hasselhoff. For Attack of the Radioactive thing, you play as Elvira. Oh, by the way, you know, you play as Elvira. You were able to play as Kevin. I forgot his Kevin what? I can't remember. Kevin whatever. From The Raven of Redwood. Then you were able to play as Pam from Shaolin Shuffle. And then Willard Weiler himself with a sick mallet, dude. That sick looking mallet, dude, with his gloves and all that, with all the perks on the map, and 25,000 on in your name, so you can just go ahead and buy the whole map. I had to cough there, sorry. You were able to buy the whole map. To this day, it had the best super Easter egg and boss fight, and just for that. Bro, I think it's a guilty pleasure. Because even though, depending on the mood, I can play whatever. Now, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, I'm putting mid. Let's do bad. I'm gonna do bad. Like, the fact that we were told that it was gonna be the exact same, and then they added weapons, and they just completely just went behind what they said, and all that was just not good, man. Not good. I would say that the loot system was good in that game. It was really good. But just everything, it's just not gonna be caught for, right? So, bad. And after this era of Jetpack, we went back to World War II. Oh my god, I'm looking at the recording. I'm about to be an hour in. Anyways, World War II. I know many people hate this game, but me, I enjoy this game. I'm gonna put it honestly. I'm gonna put it mid, but here's why. At the beginning of the game, with the whole like divisions and all that bullcrap, right? I think they were so really done, like it was just so bad and all that stuff. But having the HQ, dude, this is the only game that I ever did it, but having the HQ where you can go in there and meet with other players, even though motherfuckers be doing jumping jacks 20 hours and like for like 5 days. You're able to go in there, interact with players. You would talk to baby girl who would give it the contracts for supply drops or extra XP to prestige. Which, I mean, I didn't really enjoy it. I mean, it was cool and whatnot, but like it would really make you want to use the headquarters to do certain stuff. Go over there, the whole little Easter egg with the little soccer ball, going on top of the map, outside the map, doing all this other crazy stuff. But multiplayer in general, like this game, dude, like I feel like every World War II game just has this gray / greenish filter or whatnot. Like it's so like it's not appealing. Like I think World War II games were pretty much just made for the granddads, bro. For them granddads and whatnot, bro. So I think World War II isn't the best. But not to mention the zombies was terrible. Like the only good map was the Final Right, the first map, and also the survival map where you were in the house. But I would say the only reason why this game goes to mid is because after the overhaul. When they did the overhaul, bro, that overhaul changed the game, dude. I'm talking a new life to the divisions and all that stuff. Oh, they brought so much life to it. Not to mention the snipers, including myself, we ate that year. We snipers ate that year. Not, dude. we got like what, like 15 snipers that year or whatnot. And then the Lee Enfield with overhaul got a buff. It was so usable now, dude. And it brought one of the greatest perks to ever touch Call of Duty, aside from specialists, right? Even though you can consider that like a kill streak, or I don't know, but actually it brought in one of the best perks, escalation, where after you got a second kill, you will refill your magazine, and the ADS will get faster, I believe. And as a sniper, you know that we like going for feeds, we like getting quad feeds, 5-on, 6-on, all that stuff. And even just a red gun in general, right? You just never had to reload. You could just go crazy without having to reload. So World War II, in my opinion, goes to mid. Just off the fact that we got all that with the overhaul. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Oh, buddy. Oh my god. Man. Oh, dude, this is... Oh god. I gotta drink water or something. Jesus Christ. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. This game didn't even have a campaign. And it's crazy because after seeing the missions on like the little tutorial for the special and whatnot, this game had potential to have a decent campaign at least. The snipers, like I was a sniper in this game. I did everything in this game, but I mainly snipe. I had like over 40,000 kills with the Paladin and like Locust and all that stuff. This game had high TTK, which pretty much meant that me as a sniper, I will pretty much win most of the gunfights as long as I hit my shot. The specials were turned down a lot this year. They weren't as OP as BO3, which I know most people like. What is it there? The map is decent. The thing that I hated is that, bro, if you bought the season pass, me, myself, and I included, because keep in mind when they were announcing this game, they said that this game, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, will last generations to come. Brother, this shit lasted a year, not even a year, because the funds were cut. So my dumb ass thinking, hey, this game's gonna last a good while. Oh, let me bring Blackout in here too. Me thinking this game was gonna last for a couple years. It only lasted a year. I bought the season pass, and it's crazy because the season pass we pretty much got scammed, because everyone who didn't earn the season pass didn't matter. They got every map in the game. At the end of the day, they all got the map. And so we got scammed. And the thing that just really like it makes me mad is the fact that this game will last for generations to come, and it only lasted a year. Not even a year. The Treyarch or Activision cut the fund. Which brings me to my next point. Zombies, man. Oh my god. Now don't get me wrong. Zombies was pretty decent. And that's and I say decent because I myself is a hardcore zombies fan. Which means I can handle like hard Easter eggs, hard maps and everything. But brother, Mob of the Dead or Blood of the Dead, why do we have an Easter egg with 42 different bird locations, bro? Why? And what really sucks though, in my opinion, in this game, what really sucks is that since the funds got cut, they couldn't do what they wanted with the zombies, man. It just sucks, man. This video is an hour 4 minutes long. Should I just speedrun this shit, man? Alright, let's just put Warzone 2 in. I never played that shit. Warzone Mobile, I never played that either. Okay. Modern Warfare 2 Remaster, I mean, it's pretty much the campaign, right? So let me just put this in good, right? Anyway, we're down to the last 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh my god. I think Call of Duty Mobile. Let's do Call of Duty Mobile next, right? But before we do that, Blackout, it pretty much, this is pretty much the downfall of Call of Duty. And this is when they really started focusing on BRs a lot more than what they built the base on, which is multiplayer and campaign and zombies and whatnot. This is when they really just started, I want to say, like, focusing more on BR, because obviously with the success of Fortnite and seeing how big the battle royale scene was during that time, everyone just put the focus on BR most of the time. I felt like most of the stuff was BR. Anyway, Call of Duty Mobile, this is what Call of Duty should be, man. I feel like Call of Duty has to stop with the yearly releases and be like Call of Duty Mobile or Chinese COD Online and just have everything in one game. Have everything in one game. Look, I know that in these newer CODs, right, which is why they show it all the way over here, with the store and whatnot. But with everything, with the store, the bundles and everything, they can do that exact same thing and make a lot of money still. Because I guarantee you, most of the income that comes nowadays for COD have to be the store bundles. There's no way it's like, yes, the game sells, right? But it's what happens during the life cycle, and I feel like the store has a big like part of that, and that's where the bundles come in. Call of Duty Mobile has had some of the best bundles in COD, man. I'm talking about the inspection, the gun, the way it shoots, and everything. The inspections in COD Mobile for these bundles are insane. And it's crazy that we'll talk about it in a little bit. But it's crazy how we judge based on knew that. But back to my main point, I think Call of Duty just has to make one more game, and it just keep it at that. Keep it at that one game and just update it over the years, bro. You want to have a battle royale? Sure, have Raven on that, but let Raven be its own studio and do that. Which we'll talk about that with Warzone coming up. But Raven has its own studio. Let them work on just that alone. Doesn't get help from anything else. And just let Call of Duty just be one game with great maps. You can add new maps, sure, with weapons from past cards and new weapons you want to bring out. And then bundles, the amount of bundles you can do with those old weapons and new weapons. Camos from past cards and new cards. The grind, there's so much stuff that you can do. Just have it on one card and stop selling us this half-ass fucking games for $70, bro. Stop selling this half-ass game and just put every game in one Call of Duty. Sell it for full price, but at least we'll know that the game will be getting updated and it won't be a waste of our money. And that's the waste of our money, but we the consumers are the ones buying them. Anyway, before I get pissed off and whatnot, next Call of Duty. Oh, buddy. Call of Duty 2019. Here we go, man. Here we go. Call of Duty 2019. I'm gonna say this game is mid. I don't enjoy this. From the map, from the maps to the score streaks to the SBMM, what is it there? The gameplay, and obviously Warzone coming out. Now, the campaign was decent. I enjoyed the campaign. It wasn't that bad. It was pretty decent. The Spec Ops, Fortune, I think it's called Spec Ops. The amount of stuff they could have done for that Spec Ops mode is out of the... You could have done so much more with the Spec Ops mode, but it sucks that you did Spec Ops and you just stopped doing anything to it. I feel like that was pretty cool. The whole Spec Ops mission and whatnot, that's pretty cool, dude. The score streaks were just hot ass, bro. Like there was really no point of you running anything else other than a UAV, a VTOL, and the advanced UAV. There's nothing else for you to run other than that. Either that or just run the specialist perks. But other than that, that's literally all you had to do. Also, not having dead silence as a perk. What are we doing? Not having dead silence as a perk, which then brings me to the next thing: the amount of campers. There is just no dead silence as a perk, and you had to earn it as a specialist or field order or what field upgrade, whatever you want to call it. You had to run around the map with no dead silence, which means it will make people camp with a shotgun, a gun, whatever. It pretty much just made it to where camping was pretty much like one a portion where the players like, okay, you want to camp? Go ahead. It encouraged. That's the word. It encouraged camping, dude. Not to mention the safe spots, the stupid battlefield thing, where when you die, you have the overhead camera shot. Like, why the fuck do we want that? It's literally just delaying us from respawning and going back to stuff. The maps were big, where if you die, you pretty much had to run like a good portion just to get back to where you were. Tac insert, they brought it back, but at what cost? It's a field upgrade or whatever, so you have to earn that shit back. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then a lot of people give Warzone. Oh man, and I honestly hate that Warzone guys better as it did. Now don't get me wrong, it did things for Call of Duty. Warzone did things for Call of Duty. Like it brought a bunch of players back, but I also feel that it brought a bunch of players back during the time period that Call of Duty Warzone was released. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Call of Duty Warzone was released during the peak era pandemic. The peak pandemic of the Rona. And that means everyone was inside. Most people that couldn't go to the jobs, most people that couldn't do anything was just stuck inside playing. Which means, I do want to say though, that because of this, Rona and everything, I feel like this was gaming really got accepted as doing something and wasn't as you being a nerd, I feel like. But also, like, it's just because of Warzone being as big as it was and having a lot of success, and I'll talk about it as we go with these other cards, I just felt like we just weren't getting as many updates, or they just really was just mainly focusing on these games, on Warzone, and barely anything on the main game. That's how it felt like to me. Alright, that's how it felt like. I know many other people had different opinions on how they feel about Warzone and whatnot. But I know many people put Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 as good. But to me, personally, this thing was mid. And it just, I feel like the only reason why they brought so many people back as much as they did was during the whole pandemic. Now, Black Ops Cold War. This game, the campaign was good. Multiplayer, not really. And Zombies was pretty good. I could say pretty good. Campaign, I don't really have a lot of memories of the campaign. I remember just seeing a bunch of people play it. So I can't really talk about the campaign, but I do want to say that the campaign, from what it looked like and from bits and parts that I can remember, it was pretty good. So multiplayer, honestly, like I hated the whole, which brings me to the other thing. Seasons, man. Modern Warfare with seasons, you'll be max level and there's nothing for you to do. Same thing with Cold War. You reach the max level for the season and there's nothing for you to do. Apart from maybe going ahead and go play zombie. And do the Easter eggs and whatnot. But yeah, this whole season cap bullcrap is annoying. What is it? The camo was pretty good. Zombies, I think this is when I think zombie camo was always in Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and BO3, but this is when a lot of people will really come in and just play zombies. And it's not bad. I mean, everyone can do what they want, but like, I feel like this is where like zombies just, like, people didn't play zombies just for zombies. Like, they'll play it to either rank up guns before hopping in multiplayer in Warzone, or to hop in zombie just for the camo. Which is, like I said, you can do what you want, but I feel like that's when zombie really just started becoming a camo grind simulator. Now I really feel like the hardcore zombie players that actually enjoyed it. The Easter eggs were pretty alright. Like I like that the Easter eggs would be like from easy and then they get harder as you go as the map will release. So we had the Machina, which was pretty much just knocked down Toten with an underground base that you can go into. An underground, well, like a laboratory, pretty much, right? The Easter egg is pretty cool, really easy to do. I think if I had to pick my favorite Easter egg from this game, man, I think I would have to say Mao the Toten with Valentina and Claude. That was pretty cool. So yeah, also having depth perception come in and having depth perception come in with a lifesaver because you would get salvaged so much more quicker. So yeah, I think that's my take on Cold War. I think Cold War was, I'd say mid. I'm for mid. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good or great or fantastic either. It was just meh, you know. Call of Duty Vanguard, brother in Christ. Bad. I think this game was just bad. The campaign was boring. Had no interest in it. Multiplayer, they just stopped giving a fuck. They literally just stopped giving a fuck after a few seasons, and then they lost their identity when they were bringing out bundles, and and then they lost their identity when they started bringing like laser weapons, Attack on Titan stuff, and all. Like they just lost their identity. Plus, it's another World War II game. It's just not good, man. Like you would think that they would listen from the first World War II game, but they didn't, and they brought Vanguard. And don't even get me started on zombies. Don't want to get into it. Don't want to get into it. I would say that having the nuke in this game was cool as well, Having the nuke, the score streaks were not as good, but and then shipment was added, and just the fact that everything was paper thin walls is not good. Moreover, too, I think this could be the first game that I'm gonna put in trash. The movement and all that stuff, it's just so bad, man. I'm gonna keep this very short. This is an hour video already. This game, no introduction. If you know, the only good thing about this game was to me, I feel like the competitive scene and Valeria. And I don't think the voice actors. That's probably the only good thing about this game. The campaign wasn't bad. The voice actors were on point. Valeria, Alejandro. And then we had Ghost. I think Soap was in the game. I can't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong. We got Soap. The voice acting was beautiful, bro. I think this might have the best voice acting for a campaign. Since, man, if I'm gonna be honest, honestly, probably since Modern Warfare 3, BO2. I don't know. But it's been a long time since we had good voice acting. Modern Warfare 3, I'm gonna get hate maybe, but I think Modern Warfare 3 was good. Dude, there was just so much stuff that we can do. They kept updating it. And this is what Sledgehammer meant, to be honest. This is what I think Sledgehammer is either a good studio or underrated. Because coming out of Modern Warfare 2, and how trash that was, Modern Warfare 3 with Sledgehammer had to pick up those pieces. And I feel like every time Sledgehammer had to come in and pick up these pieces and drop a good game and do what the other studios couldn't do. Which, dude, the movement was better. Gameplay was a lot more enjoyable. The campaign, apart from being short, you know what I'm saying? But I like that I enjoyed that we could actually play a month, like we can pre-order the game and we can play it a week early, because as soon as the game comes out, ain't no one, not, I'm not gonna say no one, but mainly everybody's gonna be on multiplayer. No one's gonna be on campaign like that. So it gave us a little bit of time, a week early, to play the campaign, enjoy it for what it was, even though the campaign was short. But we could have actually played that when the game came out. It was short, but it gave us a chance to play the campaign and actually, you know, see what it was gonna provide, and then we can go and grind out the camos or whatnot in multiplayer. We had that. The maps releases the maps on Modern Warfare 2, which reminds me, why are you gonna have Modern Warfare 2, right? And not have any Modern Warfare 2 maps, but instead drop it for the next one. So this is pretty much why this game might be a DLC to what this game is. But this game, bro, it's so much more better than Modern Warfare 2. Which then brings me to my next thing. Will Modern Warfare 4 have Modern Warfare 3 maps? I don't know. But one thing I really enjoyed was the events. The event camos were amazing. You can play Warzone, you can get that one cloud camo, you can play zombies, you can get that one camo, the mark of a survivor. You had so many events, and those camos were actually sick. They actually brought the get high mode, and it was just like a little like free run mode, and that thing was awesome. I mean awesome, dude. And you got camos for completing it in certain times or whatnot. That was sick, dude. And then after every update, they'll give you weekly challenges. So that one thing that I did hate was the whole armory thing. I get why they would do it, but dude, if like after an update or whatnot, you can get the weekly challenge, the weeklies, right? Where you complete like 5 challenges in a week, 1 week, 2 weeks or whatnot, and you will unlock a certain attachment for a weapon, and it would be so good because it gave you something to do when there was just times you just didn't have nothing to do. It gave you more opportunity to do all this other stuff. Oh yeah, but the only thing okay, so before we move on, right? I'm off with the whole thing about the unlock stuff. I think the one good thing for content creators, I think that you can make content on this game a lot more with the weeklies. The one thing that Modern Warfare 2 really did well for content creators is the whole tuning. I remember a bunch of people like, you will have your setup, your weapon class setup, but then you also have tuning, which will give it an extra boost. And that really helped out creators, and they can do a lot more diversity of content with that stuff. But anyway, zombies on it. I want to say that zombies started off good, and it got a lot more players to join in than what I thought it was gonna bring in. But as the updates kept rolling out, zombies was just getting put under the rug, and it just wasn't getting as many updates at all. We'll have to wait like at one point, I think it was like 2 seasons or whatnot, to get a decent update, and it's just like, like just wasn't it. So I think the game was good, but good or mid? I had more fun on this game, so I'm gonna say good. I had more fun than all these games. Okay, last but not least, BO6, man. I'm gonna say mid. Or maybe even, no, I don't think it's just bad with all these other games. I'm gonna say mid. I think the launch of the Black Ops 6 was really strong. It was really strong, and we were getting updates and everything and whatnot. But okay, so before I get into it, but I like the fact that we can actually play the game, get the camos without having to rank up the gun 50 times, 70 times, just so we can unlock a camo and all that stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool. We need to work on the camo straight away. We couldn't play the campaign early, but I think that was mainly due to the fact of Modern Warfare 3 and how short the campaign was. But Black Ops 6 was good on release. It was a lot of communication, a lot of that stuff. Zombies was actually pretty good. I know many people didn't like Liberty Falls, but I think it really grew on people. And I think Liberty Falls is still one of the top most played maps due to the fact for the zombie camo grind. So that's also that. The multiplayer was really good launch, and I think what really sucked and why it's mid. So I think this game on launch was pretty good, but it's the lack of like communication and whatnot. I think it all went downhill after Christmas, like during Christmas time when they took that break and Warzone was just dying. A lot of people were just getting mad. No updates. Obviously, couldn't do to which I get. You want to spend time with your family and whatnot. Which I feel like I don't know, man. It just sucks that we just weren't getting any updates and whatnot. And it was just a really bad time. And I know the Warzone people are dying, and they're all really anticipating the Warzone Verdansk to save them. But if Warzone could be the same, if Warzone stays the same how it is right now, I don't even think Warzone Verdansk is gonna save them. And like I said, the Warzone 1 Verdansk was mainly due to the amount of people that were stuck inside during the pandemic. So I'm not sure if they're gonna reach those numbers. I know many people, including myself, are gonna play a little bit of it, give it a try. Put my feet in the water a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna save it. But keep things really short because I mean it's already an hour and 26 minutes. This is my tier list. I know it may look very different for you guys. I know some people may play these games. Other people may say guilty pleasures for trash. Infinite Warfare is trash. Maybe some people enjoy Modern Warfare 2. You're crazy. But I think this is the only game that's considered in the trash. I think Vanguard might be there too, but I don't know. Just that. World War 2 might be trash for some people. Called Black Ops 4 might be trash. This is my feeling. And this is what I was feeling, what I enjoyed of each of these games. And I people just give a big insight of my thinking. But let me know what you think about this tier list. Let me know if I missed anything. I know I was like all over the place with some games, going back to this game, going back to that game. I know it's all over the place. But let me know what you guys think about this tier list. Is it good? Is it bad? Do you have a different tier list where Call of Duty Gold might be the best game of all time in your sense or whatnot? Let me know. I'm open to all things. If you guys want to see me rank a zombies map or something like that, let me know in the comment section. But yeah, I've been a Call of Duty player for a long time, and this is just what I think. So that's my thoughts and opinion of the best Call of Duty maps of all time. Not maps, but Call of Duty games. And you can't argue with me. U2 is the best game of all time, or Modern Warfare 2. You can't argue with me with that. I don't care. But yeah, y'all take it easy. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.